me going out of the way when I should've went home. Only time of the day I get to spend on my own. I was tripping off high.
Hi chat, how are you guys? I miss you guys so freaking much. I'm back. I went to boot camp. I went to Navy Bootcamp, y'all. I am officially a United States sailor in Jamaica, period. I wanted to come on here and just tell y'all about it, tell y'all about boot camp, what to expect. There's a lot of videos out there on the internet right now about boot camp, especially Navy boot camp, but I feel like they weren't detailed enough. Like when I was watching those videos, they weren't answering my questions that I had. They were all basically about the same things. So this is going to be an extremely detailed video about boot camp, y'all. There's some things I can't give y'all, but look, I'm gonna give y'all what I can. Right now, I'm currently stationed in San Diego for A school. My rate is STG. I'm a sonar technician, and I can make a separate video about that. But for now, we're gonna get into boot camp. While I was in boot camp, I wrote all of the things that I think that you guys should know. And I was even asking my shipmates in boot camp, what would you want to know before you got to boot camp? So we got it. Let's get into it. We're gonna start off with what to bring to boot camp, right? This is what you might see in a lot of videos, but this is my experience, right? Personally, I didn't bring nothing to boot camp. I wish I would have brought more than what I brought. I didn't really bring nothing because I was watching YouTube videos and they told me that everything will be provided to you, which is true. Everything that you need will be provided to you during boot camp. But you have to remember, when you leave boot camp, you still need stuff. You still need clothes. You still need underwear to leave. You cannot leave boot camp for graduation in your uniform. You have to leave in civilian clothes, okay? You will get a chance to get some hoodies with your division on it, and you can wear this off base if you decide that you don't want to bring extra clothes. Make sure that you do bring a jacket or a hoodie or something. It's gonna be cold on the plane if you take a plane, so make sure you bring a hoodie. If you're going in the summer, I went in April, make sure you bring an extra pair of underwear, socks, and an extra outfit for when you do graduate. Other than that, you don't really need too much because they do provide you with stuff, but you can bring stuff. If you have a special deodorant you want to bring, you can bring that. If you have lotion, a special lotion, you can bring that. They're going to tell you to throw out a lot of stuff, y'all. Cough drops, if you have flat irons and hair dryers and all of the contraband things, they're going to tell you to throw it out at the airport. If you didn't throw it out at the airport, they're going to make you throw it away when you actually get to the Pearl. But personally, y'all, they did not check none of that shit. They didn't check none of it. Like, they just told you to throw it away, but they didn't check to make sure you threw it away. Like, I could have kept hella the shit. Like, they said you couldn't take pictures. I had brought like Polaroid pictures. You can take your pictures, like put it in your A&B drawer, like you'll be fine. Like, they're not going through shit for real for you to, but I understand, like, even though I tell you this and you might watch other YouTube videos and other people are telling you this, when you get there, you're going to be nervous. You're going to be scared. You're gonna be like, I don't want to get in trouble. Like, this shit is serious. Like, it's boot camp. But realistically, they don't really give a fuck. Like, honestly, that's just how. But don't be bringing no crazy shit. But yes, you can bring your pictures. Yes, you can bring your own special fucking deodorant. Don't bring makeup because you're not going to be allowed to wear it. Like, it's boot camp. You're going to look crusty. I look crusty for sure. Look crusty. Just embrace it. Everybody's going to look crusty. You're not there to impress nobody. Y'all might see me a couple times. I know the quality is bad. I'm recording off my iPad right now. I'm in the process of editing, and I realized I left a few things out, so y'all might see me here and there adding a few more things. So yes, no, you cannot bring makeup because you're not allowed to wear it, but make sure you bring some Nair, y'all. Some face cream Nair. I had 2 of these bottles, y'all. This will be a lifesaver because you can't bring eyebrow razors or anything like that. Some people had them. If you watch what I said, you know they don't check. So if you want to take that risk, you can. But you can get this sent to you, or you can bring it. And I use this for my eyebrows. It's face Nair, so it's sensitive. I used it for my eyebrows even before I went to boot camp. That's how I knew about it. Eyebrows, mustaches, all that. And then if you have something like this while you're at boot camp, that's another way to make some money, because you can be doing people's eyebrows in the head and you can be making some money. Especially when it came time for graduations, people was paying that money, you know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to look cute for graduations, especially if you're in the 900 division, because you have to perform at 3 graduations, including your own. So people wanted to look nice for all that. You can't do too much, but at least you can have your eyebrows done and look pretty. And bring Vaseline. They will let you get Vaseline at the next, but they only give you like a small thing of chapstick that really don't moisturize your lips. So bring Vaseline and or Carmex for sure. Lip gloss is not authorized. If you want to try it, you can try it, but I would just stick with the Carmex because Carmex is a little glossy. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of get away with it. So Nair, Carmex, and or Vaseline, period. Okay, so recap. Bring anything that you feel like you might need that's special, maybe like a little body wash or something, but everything has to be in their original container, and it cannot have a top like this. The container has to be like this, where you can pop it open and do this. It can't be pumped. They're gonna make you throw the pumps away. Don't bring cough drops. Well, you can bring cough drops, y'all. They're not checking, but they gonna make you throw out your cough drops. But anything that you think you might need, you're gonna get a chance to go to the next and get. So the next is just like a store. With that being said, you will not have your first next trip until about 1 week to 2 weeks after you've been there. So bring what you need to last you until that first week or two, until you go to the next. Another thing, they will issue you a card that has $150 on it for you to be able to spend when you go to the next, go get pictures. But that does come out of your check. So spend it wisely. And the next is expensive. So one freaking stick of deodorant at the next is like $8. So just keep that in mind. The $150 will go quick because you have a chance to get divisional photos, divisional hoodies, your regular photos for your pictures, coins, all that type of stuff. And you go to the next about 3 or 4 times during your boot camp experience. So yeah, that money will be gone. But long story short, just bring what you need to last you to that first week until you go to the next. Okay. Oh, and definitely get cough drops. Cough drops are recruit candy. You need cough drops. We was sucking them cough drops like they were freaking Starburst. Like, you're going to need cough drops. Like, you're not going to have no sweets. You're not going to have nothing. You'll need 3 times a day. It's going to be times when you're in the compartment late night, during taps, when the lights are off, y'all all kicking and caking it, whatever. You write notes. And you want to pop a cough drop, or you reading a book or something. You just want to, you know, have a little snack. They sell flavorful cough drops, like berry cough drops, lemon cough drops. I'm saying it don't taste just like medicine, but it gets to a point where you don't even taste the medicine no more because you're popping them motherfuckers like perks. So, yeah. Get you those and bring what you need to bring to last you. So, long story short, bring what you absolutely need. Don't be scared to keep some. But don't do contraband, y'all. Don't say that I told y'all to keep contraband, but y'all can bring y'all pictures, y'all personal deodorant, all that type of stuff. All right, so when you first arrive to the Pearl, that's the building that you are going to be staying in for your first week. The Pearl, that's the one. If you look on TikTok and stuff, it has like all the flags and all that type of stuff. Boom. When you get to the Pearl, they're going to tell you that you get a phone call within 2 days of you being in the boot camp. Don't listen to them, they're lying. So they're going to make you take off all your civilian clothes. You're going to put it in a box. You're going to put any electronics in the box. Anything that you can't have as far as contraband, you're going to put in the box. You're going to seal up that box, and you're not going to get that box back until graduation. They're going to issue you clothes, your not your uniforms, but like your Smurfs, your PT gear, underwear, socks, and bras. All of them are going to be whitey tighties. Like, they're going to give you big sizes. Like, I wear like a medium large in underwear, but they gave me a 3XL. Like, yeah. So don't expect no cute shit. You're not going to be cute. They're going to give you soap and speed sticks for deodorant and toothbrushes and toothpaste, and all of this shit is not the best shit. It's not. I suggest you bring your own toothpaste, because that Colgate they give you is trifling. You need your own toothpaste. Please bring your own toothpaste. Bring your own toothpaste. But they're going to issue all these items, and then they're going to make you change out of your civilian clothes after you put it in the ditty box. You're going to get fully naked in front of a group of girls, and you better get used to it because it don't stop there. But you're going to get naked. You're going to change your clothes, try on your bras, all that type of stuff, and then get into your Smurfs. Your Smurfs is just like sweatpants, sweatshirt, boom. After that, you will be going to your compartment. It might not be your permanent compartment, depending on if you're waiting for more people from your division to arrive. Like, there were some people from my division that arrived a few days before me. Some people arrived a day after me, and when everybody arrives, then you will begin the process. So really, for the first 2 days, honestly, y'all, those first 2 days were so hard because it's like you can't sleep. You're not going to be able to go to sleep for the first like 36 hours. Like, you arrive there at probably like 1 o'clock in the morning, you stay up that whole day, and you won't be able to go to sleep until 9 o'clock at night because TAPS is at 9. So 2100 the next night. So you're going to be up, like, I promise you. When they said that in the YouTube videos, yes, you're going to be up. You're going to be up, you're going to be tired, you're going to be stressed out. It's a new environment. You're going to be in a compartment full of guys or girls. You don't know them. Like, the first day is one of the hardest days out there, but it gets better as it goes on. So your first week, let's talk about what to expect for your first week. Boot camp is 9 weeks long, as you guys know. It's really 8 weeks, but the extra week is your first week, which is called P days. P days are processing days, y'all. So P days are the fucking worst. You get through P days, you most likely can get through the shit. But it was people that was dropping out of P days because that shit was ass. You might get asked in processing if you want to be part of a 900s division. Say yes. Say yes. I don't care what it is. Unless you don't, if you don't know how to swim, then don't be a part of a 900 division. You can, but you just don't get as much chances to swim as if you were in a regular division, because 900 divisions we perform at graduations. I performed at 3 graduations, y'all. All those videos are on YouTube, but don't look them up unless it's my graduation, y'all. The reason why I say that you don't get a lot of chances to swim because you're in a 900 division is because instead of being like a regular division where you do whatever you do on the weekends or whatever, you go to drill every Saturday, and then during the week of the first graduation that you perform at, you will be at the drill hall at least 3 to 4 times a week. So by you being in the 900 division, you cannot miss your job at drill, because they're going to ask you when you sign up for 900 division, can you run and can you swim? Have you had any drill experience before? And you can still be in a 900 division without having drill experience and without knowing how to swim and without knowing how to run, but it's just going to be harder for you, and it's going to be a better chance you can get. So just take that with a grain of salt. But 900 divisions, I would never not do a 900 division. You're set to a higher standard. Like, it's just lit. Like, if you love drill, if you like to perform for your graduation, if you really want to be out there in the spotlight, be a 900s. If they ask who wants to be 900s, say me, okay? Like, I was 900s. Like, just do it. Just do it. So there's 3 different 900 divisions. There's staff, there's triple threat, and there's flags. So depending on which week you get there will depend on which division you're in. So it goes triple threat, staff, flags. So the division before me was triple threat, we were staff, and the division after me was flags. And then 900 divisions, every number is a week. So I was in division 930, but the division after me will be in 931, and the division before me would be 929. And then 929 was triple threat, 930 was staff, and 931 was flags. Okay, so depending on which division you're in depends on what you're doing. So triple threat, that's the choir, that's the drill, and that's the color guard and stuff. They do the most. Staff is the best one, I'm not gonna lie. Staff is kitchen, if you want to be in the kitchen with the COs and stuff like that, serving them whatever you want to serve, however that works, boom. It's cleaning up, but it's also honor guard, and honor guard was like the best thing ever. Honor guard has the most perks, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, because everybody else, you will get beat. If you are in 900 division and you are on the performance side compared to like in the back of house or in the war room, you will get beat. and beatings are just like intensive exercises. You're gonna get beat throughout boot camp, but drill beatings are the worst beatings. But they come with a lot of privileges, y'all. So like while everybody is standing at attention for 2 hours and you are doing your little 20-30 minute performance looking cool, I'm gonna insert a video of me doing it looking cool, and then after that you can go sit back down in the freaking stairs. You're not sitting there the whole time at all. And then for your own graduation, you actually get to form up with your whole division, and you get to join the other divisions and stuff, which is cool because staff is the only one that's able to do that. Flags, if you're a flag, you're state flags, you're doing your own little thing with the flags, and then you don't get to form up. I don't believe so, you might, but I don't think so. I think staff's the only one. Anyway, being 900 division, long story short. Boom, so back to P-Days. Smurfs. All right, your Smurfs are, I'm gonna see if I can find an outfit. This outfit right here, okay? This will be your outfit that you wear for the first 1 to 2 weeks of boot camp. You only get one, and you will not be able to wash them until you get to your actual compartment. All right, so there's the pearl side of the base, and then there's the actual side of the base where you actually start your training on. When you're in the pearl, that's processing. That's when you're getting your shots, that's when you're doing whatever, and that's not technically when boot camp starts. Boot camp starts P5 when you get fit for full, okay? So while you're in the pearl, the laundry room and all that, it's not the best. So you're not going to be able to wash how you would wash when you're in your home compartment, if that makes sense, in the other side of the base, because it's more room over there. It's actually made for you to live there. The pearl is just temporary, so it's not the best conditions. Okay, so you will not be able to wash your Smurfs. The only thing you'll be able to wash is like your brown shirt, your PT shirt, your underwear, your socks, whatever. So please try to keep your Smurfs clean. They won't stay clean because you're going to be wearing them for like a week or two straight, and they will not get washed, okay? And then even when you go to your home compartment, you only wash your Smurfs on your time during holiday routine, and we'll get to that. All right, so like I said, until P5, you are not technically fit for full. So you will not move to training side of the base until you are fit for full after P5. So until then, while you're in the pearl, there will be no PT, there will be no beatings, there will be no nothing for the first week. You don't have to worry about doing a push-up because you are not fit for full. You have to be medically cleared before you can get beat and do PT and all that type of stuff, okay? So you have like basically a free week to fuck off. You know, do what you want to do with that information. All right, with that, when you're getting medically cleared and stuff, you're going to do dental records, you're going to get shots, you're going to get your blood drawn, you're going to do all of that. If you have wisdom teeth that need to be taken out, they are going to take them out. I would suggest you get your wisdom teeth taken out beforehand, if you can and if you have the means to do it, only because if you go to medical or your SIQ, which stands for second quarters, during boot camp and during training, you can miss out on vital training, and it will be hard for you to catch up, or you will just fall behind and then you have to remake it up. You don't want to fall behind. Once you get your wisdom teeth taken out, you will be SIQ for at least 48 hours and you can miss vital things. They do wisdom teeth during the beginning where there's not too much stuff going on. The most you might miss is swim, because swim is one of the first things that you do. But you know, some people, like one of my shipmates, she didn't get her wisdom teeth taken out till like TAC 4, so she was missing some stuff. If you can't get your wisdom teeth taken out, then you should do that. All right, so like I said, P-Days, you're going to be getting shots, you're going to get a dental exam. Females, you're going to get a pap smear. It doesn't matter if you already had a pap smear, you will be getting another pap smear. So just prepare for that. If you could, get in shape before. One thing about the Navy, it's not like the freaking Army when you're rucking in mud and stuff. The Navy is more mentally challenging than it is physically challenging. You PT 6 times a week in the compartment, and you probably do a run 2 to 3 times a week. You're not running a lot. So in order to pass your PRT, just make sure that you really try for your runs. That's all I can say. Just make sure you really just put in your all for the runs. Take every run seriously. Take every run seriously. Take every run seriously. Coming from me, take every run seriously. Please, please, please. Because you don't get a lot of opportunities. Especially if your RDCs aren't big on fitness. One of mine's were, so we were good. But if your RDCs are not, then you might have a problem. Not all RDCs are built the same. And I honestly am thankful for most of my RDCs. You won't meet your RDCs until about like the 3rd day when everybody gets there. Your RDCs are gonna make or break your bootcamp experience. I was lucky to have an amazing chief. My chief was amazing. My petty officers, not so much. Watch out for them female RDCs, y'all, because they something else. They like female cops, like always doing the most for no reason, like always trying to prove themselves. But my petty officers, 5 out of 10, but my chief made up for both of them. Pray you have good RDCs, ones that actually care about your training and care about your career, because my chief went above and beyond, making sure that we were good for the fleet, doing things he didn't have to make sure that we were above everybody else. So hope you have good RDCs. Maybe to have some better RDCs, you doing that 900 division. The next thing, dye your hair. One of my shipmates, she had blonde dreads, but her roots were black. And that's technically like not in regs. Your hair has to be all one color. So they made her dye her whole hair black. And she had to buy the dye herself. And she had to dye her hair herself in the head. And you have to clean that shit up if you make a mess. So dye your hair. Make sure that it's like, you know, within regs. Learn how to swim if possible. If you don't know how to swim, they'll definitely teach you how to swim. You're gonna swim on your back. So if you take swim classes, try to learn how to swim on your back. If you really honestly don't know how to swim at all, do not join a 900 division. There were so many people that got ASMO. The #1 ASMO is swim. ASMO is basically like when you get pushed to the back to another division. So if you're supposed to graduate on July 2nd and you get ASMO'd a week or 2 to the rear, now you graduate on the 9th or whatever. So you don't want to get ASMO. You don't want to graduate with a division that's not yours. You came a long way with these people. You might as well stick it out with these people. So if you don't know how to swim, be in a regular division, honestly. If you feel like you can know how to swim or you have enough time to take classes to swim, then do that, and then you can be in a 900 division. So P days do not count towards training time, like I said. So you will not start training time until you go to your home compartment after P days. And that will begin your first tack. So there are 8 or 9 tacks, I believe. One tack 1 will not start until after P5, okay? So when you're looking at your schedule, if you're looking at, I know that they give you, I think, a little like training guide for the military or something, like in your little MEPS book, and it tells you a schedule where it'll be like week 2, you get a phone call. Week 4, you get a phone call. That's not your actual physical week 2, that's tack 2. So it technically won't be until your week 3. So you will go 3 whole weeks without getting a phone call. All your phone calls are an hour long to the RDC's discretion, okay? Just want to let you know that. Also, you will not get mail until you get into your compartment, because mail cannot get shipped to the Pearl. Mail has to get shipped to your ship. So I was in a 900 division. All 900 divisions are ship 3, the USS Hopper. So until I got to that ship with a mail room, I could not receive mail. So the first week you will not have no contact with nobody outside of your compartment. If your family needs to reach you for any emergencies, they call the Red Cross. The Red Cross will contact the chaplain. The chaplain will contact your RDCs, and your RDCs will tell you immediately. But for the first week, do not expect any mail and do not expect a phone call, because you will not get it. All right, y'all. So for the mail, make sure that all of your family members, boyfriend, girlfriends, they download the app Sandbox, right? They'll be able to send you expedited letters, and not only will they be able to send you letters faster, you will also be able to reply to them faster. So when they send you a Sandbox letter, not only are they paying for the letter to get to you, they're also paying for the letter to get back. So Sandbox letters will look like this. They will have a little envelope in the inside for you to be able to send a letter back to them, and postage is already paid. Your family can send you pictures. They can write you letters. So if they send you pictures, it'll look like this. It'll tell you your location and the weather for the next couple of days, and it'll tell you their location and the weather for the next couple of days as well. And then when they send you letters can be front, they can be back, and yeah, that's how they look. So until your family has your address, which they most likely will not have your address at the beginning because you don't know what ship you're in, what division you're in at first, because they're going to need your ship number, your division number, and your name. Until they can send you a sandbox letter, you can write them, and you will have a notepad issued to you, envelopes issued to you, and you'll have these stamps issued to you as well. You can write letters during P days, but you won't be able to send them out until you get your ship with the mail. I would suggest you write as much letters as you can or want, so as soon as you're able to send mail, your family will get it, and then they can start writing you letters faster. So a regular letter will take about a week for them to get, maybe even more, not gonna lie, but a sandbox letter will only take 2 to 4 days because it's United States first class postage. So you can have your family download the Sandbox app ahead of time. I can put the link down in the description, and it'll give them a countdown of like when you're going to graduate and all the events that you're going through and all that type of stuff. So it's a pretty cool app to have. Learn your Sailor's Creed and your general orders. You don't really have to, because I didn't. You will learn it, but it just helps you to know these things because you will get a training guide. I still have my training guide, y'all. Training guide will just give you a full instructions on everything that you need to know for basic training. That will have your general orders, your chain of command, your Sailor's Creed, all that. You're not going to really have a lot of time to do anything else, so you're really just going to be studying. They will make sure you study all the time. Like they make you study on your own, but like while you're sitting in the line waiting for chow, while you're sitting in line in the hallways waiting for anything for P days, in the compartment, they will tell you to study, and you will have to learn that. If you have flashcards or want to make some little makeshift flashcards or whatever, you can do that too. But try to learn it beforehand. If not, you'll be fine, but try to learn it beforehand. Also, bring a watch. Sorry, y'all. I should have said that. You only can have these type of, yo, this is my boot camp watch, y'all. It's busted. But you can only have like analog watches. This one's good. You want one that gives like an alarm and stuff, because you will have watches. You want to have an alarm to wake you up just in case you need from whenever. You don't want to rely on anybody else. So get you a watch that has an alarm, and all this extra stuff. This was a really good watch. If you don't have a watch before you go to basic training, or if you do have a watch and it's not approved, you will get a chance to go to Next and you can buy this watch, because I had this watch at the Next. It was about $30. Training days. So on your first day of your training, one TAC 1, you will grab everything that they issued you. All $900 worth of clothing, or $700 for meals. And yes, that comes out of your paycheck. You're paying for that shit. You're gonna put that in a sea bag, and you're going to put that sea bag on your back, your backpack, on your chest. You're gonna march that shit 1.5 miles to your ship. It's going to be a painful walk. I'm not gonna lie. It was a crazy walk. So just be prepared to march with about 40 pounds on you. Don't say I didn't warn you. You will PT every day, 6 days a week once you move to your compartment. The only days that you don't PT is Sundays, okay? Sundays are a holiday routine from 07 to 13, gives you 6 hours to chill. You can't go to sleep. You can't be in your rack, but you can chill. You can shine your boots. You can write letters. You can go to church if you want to. It just gives you time just to kind of like relax. Holiday routine. PT. Who y'all PT region? Sucks. My petty officer, personally, we never did PT region by the book. We always did like hardcore PT. But if you're doing bird dogs every day, I pray for you. When you get to your ship, you will either have a rack assigned to you, and or you can choose your rack. They let us choose our racks, and I just stuck with my same rack mate. I was always a top rack. I never was a bottom rack, so I can't tell you if I prefer top or bottom. Top was cool, but I feel like bottom is more, you get a little bit more privacy. and it's easier to do make your bed and stuff if you're bottom rack. So personally, I probably would say bottom, but top, it was all right. I got through with top. You will have to make your rack a certain way. You're gonna have to fold your corners 45 degrees. They'll show you how to do it, but you will have to do it. And not only will you have to do it, you will get inspected on it, and that will be one of your inspections. But before we get into inspections, let's talk about your A and B drawer. So your A and B drawer is actually, they never described this shit in other YouTube videos. I'm gonna give y'all the whole tea. Your A and B drawer is actually inside your rack. So your rack is like, you know, it's like the bunk beds. Your A and B drawer is a part inside your rack that you just pull out, and it has all your personal stuff in there, and then they give you a lock to lock. And I still have my lock and my key. They give you a lock to lock, and your A and B drawer has to be locked at all times, and you wear your chain around your neck at all times. If you have your chain out, they'll chain check you, and they might beat you because you're not supposed to have your chain out. All right, the A and B drawer is probably about like, it's a good size. It's a good size. If you really organize it or whatever, you can fit what you need to fit in there, honestly. Just make sure you lock it up. If you don't lock it up, it's gonna be some consequences, okay? Back to making up your bed and the inspection. So you're gonna have a total of 4 inspections. So your first inspection is gonna be DMI inspection, and you're gonna have 3 personal inspections for a total of 4 inspections. Your DMI inspection is going to be you either making up your bed or folding and stowing. So there's a certain way that they want you to fold your clothes and stow your clothes in your rack, okay? And you're gonna have to do that shit. And I'm telling you, I was top bunk, and I'm not gonna lie, I did fail my DMI inspection. I was moving too fast. Fold and stow, you're gonna have to like turn inside out some clothes, and then you have 15 minutes to turn it back inside in, button up all the buttons, and fold it and stow it the way that it needs to be stowed. Now, if you're just doing your bunk makeup, you're just making up your bunk in accordance too. So how it usually goes is top racks gets DMI and bottom racks gets bunk makeup. So like I said, be a bottom rack if you want to just coast through. You will get, like I said, another 3 personal inspections. Your first inspection will be your N-dubs, which is this uniform behind me right here. Your second uniform inspection will be your NSUs, which is like the brown uniform, the peanut butters as we call it. And your third uniform inspection will be your dress whites and or blues, depending on the season that you're in. And with every inspection, you will have to answer questions regarding general orders, chain of command. So definitely study for it. But it's not that bad. As you get further on with training, you get more used to it. But the first inspection, you will be scared as fuck. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Also, in training days, when you first start off training days, there are job positions that they might offer to you. And I want to give y'all a rundown on the main job position. So there's RPOC. RPOC is like the captain of the recruits, basically. He's just our leader, like the whatever. So he'll be in charge of like marching. Whenever we're marching, like he's the one calling the commands. He's the one... basically just calling the commands and telling us what to do. A-Rock is the one who is second in command, and they sing cadence. So while RPOC is saying like column half right, march, by the right flank, march, A-Rock is over there like left, 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 right, left. Like that's what A-Rock is doing, right? The next position is watches, starboard watch and port watch. So on the ship, there's starboard side and port side. So you're going to have watches, starboard watch and port watch. So their job is to control their sections when we marching. So there's port watch. So port watch will be like port watch section forward, and starboard watch will be like starboard watch section stand fast. So while we're marching, there's 2 sections because you're going to be lined up in 6. So the first 3 will be in port watch section, and the last 3 will be in starboard watch section. So then that's one of their jobs, but their main job is to do the watch bills. You will stand watch in boot camp. You will stand watch in boot camp. You will stand watch in boot camp. Okay? The longest watch in boot camp that you will stand is 4 hours. The shortest will be 2 hours. And the watch is manned all day. So you can get a watch from 0 to 2. You can get a watch from 16 to 18. You can get the 8 to 12 watch, or you can get the 12 to 4 watch, okay? So you're going to get watches. So I advise you to become best friends with port or starboard watch, like I was. I never stood watch for holiday routine ever. One of the next major positions is MA. So MA is Master at Arms, and they basically, you know, tell you guys to be quiet. They clear the head. They're basically keeping the order within the compartment. MA is definitely a good position too. These are the main positions basically. RPOC, AROC, you get 2 MAs, male and female, and then you get port watch and starboard watch, okay? Or another main position is yeoman. I'm not going to get too much into it. It's just somebody who does paperwork and does more admin work with the RDCs and stuff. So if you want to be close working with the RDCs and the fishbowl all the time, and if you really go with paperwork and all that type of stuff, be a yeoman. Personally, I wouldn't be a yeoman unless my RDCs were organized, because my RDCs, well, at least the RDC that worked with the yeoman the most, she was not organized. So it made it really hard for our yeomen to be organized, and the yeomen got a lot of bad rep and a lot of beatings for not being organized and having their stuff together the whole time. It's just falling down from the ladder. So if you want to be yeoman, there's a lot of perks, but me personally, I wouldn't do it. Oh, the other positions, you get like a religious PO, so like they'll work and do shifts at the church. You go to them if you want to talk to like the chaplain, or just want to know more about church. You have the EPO. I was the EPO, Educational Petty Officer. Those are the ones who help you study. They usually are the ones who get the highest test scores. So every job that I'm listing, you will have a male and a female. So I was the female EPO, but there was also a male EPO. You will have DCPO, so that's like the person that fixes things if things get broken. You will have laundry PO. Don't piss off laundry PO, because somebody pissed off laundry PO on our last day, and a fight actually ended up happening the day before graduation. So don't piss off laundry PO. Laundry PO, they do your laundry, okay? You can also do your own laundry on Sundays, as I said before, for holiday routine, but on a regular basis, laundry does laundry. And then you have the best fucking job ever, is male PO, okay? Male PO is the best job ever. If y'all are in the 900 divisions and y'all go to the mail room, I didn't leave my picture in there. I didn't leave my picture in there, sadly, but I did write on the back of the board. Make sure y'all, you know, see it when y'all do go to the mail room, if y'all do become male POs. But male POs, this is like the littest position ever. It be times we be in the mail room chilling, probably like an hour just for a mail, and it's the best thing, because like, you know, you got mail right then and there. Like, you see it, like you over there sorting the mail, and it's not that hard. You do have to take a test to become male PO though, but I promise it's not that hard. It be times where we go down there right before we know the whole division finna get beat, and we just missing the beatings. We just chilling with the other divisions, talking to senior divs, talking to baby divs, and just giving baby divs advice or getting advice from senior divs. It's just really good. Like, the male PO is definitely a position that I would do for sure, if you didn't want a major leadership position. All right, let's move to hygiene. Hygiene, you will be hygiening with females. If you hygiening at the Pearl, the water might be cold, and just get used to it. You have to deal with it. When you go to your home ship, the water will be hot, but just thug it out. You're gonna be hygiening with females. You only have 45 minutes to hygiene. That means 45 minutes to get your ass undressed, get in the head, get in the shower, wash your ass, get out the shower, do your hair, get out the head, put your clothes on, and get in full uniform of the day and be on the tone line. You're doing it with 40, maybe 80 females if you have a cousin div, okay? So you just learn how to take a fast shower. Toilets, you'll get used to it. Very little privacy. It's probably about like 16 toilets in there. All you have is a shower curtain. You pull it, move it, boom. If you need to use the bathroom, just fucking use the bathroom. You're gonna get used to it. The head will be your fucking best friend. Make sure the head PO is another position. Make sure the head PO keeps that shit clean, because the head will be your best friend. Like, you will be in the head a lot and not using it. You won't be using it. You will be asleep. But I didn't tell y'all that though. I didn't tell y'all that. But the head will be your best friend. And yeah, just get used to like showering with girls. Like, y'all, it gets to a point where it's like, y'all don't even matter. I watch YouTube videos and this was said, and of course you're still gonna feel some type of way because like you're not used to it, but just get over it. Like, you gonna have to do it regardless. Chow is bomb.com. Like, it was some days they was not doing good. That chicken tandoori shit is fucking disgusting. but they was serving us brisket, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, and gravy, chicken sandwiches that taste like Chick-fil-A, and roast beef, and all that type of shit. And you had a whole salad bar where you can get bread for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You can get bananas if you wanted to. You can make freaking salads if you wanted to. Watermelon, like they had that shit. And when you pass your OPFA, you get dessert. So it was really good. Like chow, I'm not gonna lie, chow was definitely one of them ones. You only get 10 to 15 minutes to eat. If you're one of the first people to sit down, you get more time, but you're also one of the first people to get up. Uptime starts when the last person sits down, and whenever the last person sits down, it's 9 minutes from that time. If the last person sat down at 11:21, 1121, your uptime will be 1130. Like I said, you don't get any desserts until after OPFA, your official fitness assessment, and that's not until tax 6 or 7. So, but really you get used to it, like, you know, it's cool. Like I don't even eat that many desserts now, honestly, and I have free freaking will. So be grateful because it's actually helping you with your lifestyle. They offer decaf coffee, I should say, milk tea, chocolate milk, and they do offer juice, apple juice, Powerade, grape juice, and that type of shit. So chow's not bad, I'm not gonna lie. And you have chow 3 times a day. Breakfast is cool too. The French toast is cool. You might not like it at first because I didn't like it at first, but when you get used to it, it becomes the best thing that you ever had with the bananas. If you have some bananas and the syrup, like, period. If you so happen missed the meal for chow or something, you're gonna get a bag nasty. You're gonna get a lot of bag nasties during P-days, and you're gonna get a lot of bag nasties during your last couple of days too. Bag nasties, they are a to-go bag of food. So it usually comes with like a sandwich, an apple, trail mix, either like some type of cookies or chips, and some milk. If you miss chow due to something and you can't go to early chow or late chow, you will get a bag nasty. So it's going to be kind of slow and dreadful until freaking TAC 4. Y'all, hold on. This is all of my stuff from boot camp. This is what the training guide looks like. I'm not gonna like actually show y'all inside of it. I don't know if this shit is like top secret shit or whatever, and I'm not trying to get my clearance taken away. So all right, y'all, they give you one, but you can buy more at the next if you need more. And by the way these was looking, you could tell I needed more. All right, so I made a calendar. It gets to a point where you're gonna have to make a calendar, y'all, because look, this shit was crazy. Like, so May, I got there April 28th. I graduated on July 2nd. So look, y'all, we got here this day, right? We didn't get a phone call until this day. This is our first phone call, okay? You see, from this to this, don't have any expectations when it comes to a phone call. TAC 4, when you have Marlin Spike, it kind of picks up after that, because then after Marlin Spike, you're gonna have your RDC assessment, which is like your initial PFA to see where you are. You're gonna have the vision photos, drill inspections, personal inspections, tests, or whatever, and all that type of stuff. So it picks up after this. All right. Speaking of tests, you will have 2 tests that you have to pass. Written tests, like tests, okay? The first one's easy, the second one's a little bit harder, but that's where your EPOs come in. But I just wanna let you know, yes, you will have tests. So after TAC 4, after Marlin Spike, it will start picking up a little bit. But until then, just hang on. Just hang on. You know, you're gonna realize like it's all for a purpose, but this should do be hard. We're gonna talk about some trauma phrases. If I hear these words, it'll bring back trauma. 8 counts. 8 counts. If you don't know what 8 count is, you will. You will. On your face, on your 2-pack, on your 6-pack. Trauma. Trauma words. Hydrate. Hydrate. They tell you to hydrate. Fucking hydrate. Just seeing the red card in general. Just seeing the red card in general. And your first day at your compartment on 1 TAC 1, you will get beat so bad. It's called a shark attack, where all the fucking RDCs come in and they beat you crazy for like an hour. So just get ready. Asthma. Asthma is another fucking trauma word because they use that word so much. And honestly, y'all, it's actually kind of hard to get asthma unless you do some fucking stupid shit. But you're not really gonna, I mean, it depends on your RDCs, but honestly, y'all, I wouldn't really be too afraid of asthma, getting asthma, unless you're fucking goofy and or you don't know how to run or swim. I know I keep saying asthma for swim or whatever. You have all the way up into battle stations to pass your swim. So that's why they do swim on the first week, to give you all that time you need to go and get training if you need to know how to swim. So you actually have about 6 or 7 weeks to learn how to swim. You do have to jump off a 10-foot diving board. That shit really wasn't that bad. That shit was light work, honestly. Swim was probably one of the most fun parts of boot camp, I'm not gonna lie. This is just general information, y'all. Don't exchange contact with nobody. Don't write notes to nobody. That's considered recruit to recruit contact. Don't try to sneak off with nobody. Don't try to get in a relationship in boot camp. Them motherfuckers look crusty, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The whole time I was in boot camp, nobody was attractive. Like, they were all crusty, especially in my division. They was all butt. And if they didn't look butt, they only get 5 minutes to wash their ass. Why the fuck are you trying to talk to somebody that only gets 5 minutes to wash their ass? And they most likely got a boyfriend or girlfriend back at home. Well, think about the military. It's very risque, I should say. Like, I don't know. Don't talk to nobody at boot camp. It's not worth it. It's not. Don't be scared. Like, you can be nervous, you can be like anxious and stuff, but RDCs are people too. Even though they might not seem like it, and even though they might not treat you like a person, we are all people. And once you realize that, you'll realize, okay, cool, they're just here to do a job. Like, try to separate the rope from the person, even though you probably can't, but still just realize they're just there to do a job. The computer lab sucks. When I graduated a week or two ago, the computer lab sucks. They might upgrade it about the time you go. At least in my shit, the computer lab sucks. All right, don't be a pick-me, because you're going to piss off everybody in your fucking compartment. Don't be a pick-me. Don't try to be the RDC's friends. Don't try to be the fucking teacher's pet. Do what you need to do, and it's better to make connections within your division than trying to fucking snitch on people or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, y'all are shitmates. You snitching on somebody is only going to get everybody beat, including you. So if you see somebody taking some food from the galley and you snitch, all y'all getting beat. Don't think that one person is just gonna get beat. Y'all all gonna get beat. So it's best that you just shut the fuck up, honestly, please. For your sake. Military bearing, it's gonna be kind of hard for military bearing, only because you're so nervous, you don't know what to say, whatever, but you'll get it as time goes on. Many times you have to go to the OD office or whatever, you're scared to do it at first, but about the time you get to your 6th, 7th tack, maybe even your 5th tack, you can just do it. Like, it just gets to a point where it's like, all right, cool, like, your people, it is what it is. Your main events in boot camp will be swim, marlin spike, which is how you learn how to bring your ship into port and underway. It will be live fire to do weapons. After live fire, you will do firefighting. So those are the main things that you will do. The best thing was live fire, I'm not gonna lie. Shooter standby. Ceasefire, ceasefire. Yo, weapons was fun. I actually got a ribbon for marksman. You can earn your first ribbon in boot camp. Oh, another thing, you're going to get sick in boot camp. You're going to get sick. It's stuffy. They don't open up windows. You're in a compartment damn near all fucking day. You're going to get sick. You're around so many people. If you can't thug it out, if not, go to medical. Especially after you get your shots, you're going to get sick. That's mainly all I had to say. I thought it would have been a kind of longer video. I'm sorry if it was everywhere, but it's just so much that I wanted to say. And there's probably some things that I forgot and left out too. But if you guys want more in depth or have any questions, just comment down below and I will answer your questions. And yeah, if you're getting ready to go to boot camp, word of advice is just remember your why. That's what everybody says. Just get it over with. Like, you're already there. You don't want to risk, getting separated because, you can't hang on for 60 days. Like, it's only 60 days. It will be a long ass 60 days, but just find people there that are genuine and that can just make your time go by faster. Because, I had some really wonderful shipmates, and luckily my compartment wasn't filled with a lot of drama. it was filled with cool people. But just find those people that you can just, you know, relate to and just stand by. And yeah, just knock it out. Just knock it out. You know, when you get to A school, it's so much more lenient, so much more chill, but you need that discipline first before you come out to A school, so you know the rules, regulation, the military variant, just how to conduct yourself as a military member, as a United States sailor. So they're going to be on you. You're not going to have a lot of freedom. It's all for the better, and it's only temporary. So yeah, if you have any more questions, like I said, comment down below. And with that being said, go Air Force.
Looking farther than Mexico. You still got niggas hard pressed to you though. I know you, shorty.